What's up, everyone? I am the devastating Just Cause, and this is DJC Game Studios. How long am I going to keep this up? Just keep going? No? Keep it going? Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Intellivision versus Amico. Alright. Now, we're going to talk about a very popular Intellivision game that I'm hoping to see as a remake. A reimagining, if you will, or if you won't. And that is everyone's favorite, Vectron. Now, Vectron... I'm just kidding. You guys, you're like, what? I want to see where this is going. Oh, come on now. Come on. Come on. Thunder Castle. Thunder Castle is an awesome game. You know, I found out about this one later. Obviously, it was I believe it was a later release, if I'm not mistaken. I never had this growing up, but when I got the Intellivision flashback so many years ago, believe it or not, that's where I started playing this game. The concept's pretty simple, but addicting and fun. And the music is outstanding. So that's, I mean, imagine that. Gotta come to the Amico, right? Well, versus what it used to be on the whole name of the show, remember verses and people, whatever. Thunder Castle starts you off on a maze board, and it's like shrubbery and forests all around. And then there's certain areas that are almost alive, and they're breathing. They open, and then they kind of grow back closed. And you have 3 dragons you have to slay. You're a knight in shining armor, and I believe it's generated fairly randomly on the mazes. There's the castle, and then there's the dragon. And the first one's a green dragon, and what happens, you have these little bats all over the screen. By the way, the bats on the title screen, tell me they don't look like Space Hawk. Just saying, check it out. Check it out. Should have saved that one for after the credits, right? Thunder Castle is a very addictive maze game. So like I said, you got your 3 dragons, one at a time. Your green one comes out. You basically walk over a bat, which will give you your invincibility or vanquishing power, if you will, and it'll play a little tune like dun 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 dun. And at that time, you gotta chase and catch that dragon and touch him, and then you slay him, and he like deflates. You deflate the dragon. You don't slay him. This is family friendly. And then you got your yellow dragon, and he comes out. And then after that, your red dragon, and then that clears that stage. Now, also in this game, there is icons, and of course, like I always do, off the hip, off the fly, one take. I didn't do research, but if I remember correctly, each icon will give you a certain different power. I think one can transport you. Don't yell at me if I get this wrong. I think one will transport you into where you were before. One will activate something, and I think one freezes something. I should have researched. I guess I'll just throw it up on the screen like I always do when I don't research stuff. But anyways, these icons appear as well throughout your maze to help you out or to hinder you, whatever way you want to look at it. Your second level you get into is inside a castle. And this is like you have all these wizards. And a cool title screen with the wizard too. I mean, for Intellivision back in the day, this looked really cool. So the next one you go to is like I said, the castle. You got the wizards in there, and then there's 3 different color wizards you got to get, which is going to be your green and your yellow and your red. And this one, the castle bricks basically open, and then they form back to a brick wall, and then they'll open again. So kind of like the forest regrowing back together. You got these moving, breathing walls that kind of in each of the maze. So you kind of use those to your advantage, but you also got to be careful, because just like Lock and Chase, if you're going through one that's opening or closing, you're going to get stuck. This is how I get stuck. It's not how I get stuck. Anyways, you go through, you eliminate all these wizards. Your third level, and this is where it gets challenging, is the demon level. And it's everything is skulls. It's in a dungeon, and all these skulls. And you have the flashing red, like, laughing skulls. Whatever. But you flash and what they like appear randomly throughout. But if you can time it right, where you get one of those little pitchfork demons, you get them. They're coming after you, and you time it right where a skull appears, and he's right behind you. Boom, and then you defeat, vanquish, if you will, or deflate the demons. And that is your 3 levels. Now, if you can, it is challenging as it gets up. Hey, the dragon part, little practice, you pretty much got it down pat. The wizard castle, pretty challenging in my opinion. To be honest, and I'll admit this right now, I never got past the third the dungeon. So the dungeon, once you do pass that, things increase, a little difficulty increases, a little speed increase, and then you got to keep doing it, and it just keeps getting more and more challenging. The sounds are great. I can only imagine this by seeing, I mean, I'm going to go by seeing like stuff like Night Stalker reimagined on the Intellivision Amico. I'm going to say that Thunder Castle could do something like this. But also, you could almost do like a faux 3D, like a crawler. Or do it to where it creeps in, you come across the dragon, and then you go into battle mode. Kind of how D&D did it back in the day. That would be really cool too. I just think this is going to be a sweet, sweet, sweet reimagining. And I sure hope this is on the list. I think it is. I'm almost positive it is. Pretty sure. It's on their list. Come on. What do you think, they're going to redo Vectron? I really need to stop ripping on that game. I know it's got fans. But there you have it, Thunder Castle. That is going to be a sweet-looking game, however you look at it. You got knights, you got fire, you got dragons, you got little demons going with their pitchforks looking like the little, what's the little canned ham thing where he's like, hey, how's it going? I got the little pitchfork and I'm on the can of ham. Well, whatever it is, it's pretty hilarious. So that's really all I have. I think Thunder Castle is going to look sweet versus what it looked like on the original television, which is the title of this show. Thank you for watching. I hope you like. I hope you subscribe. And I am getting excited. We're getting closer and closer. It's about to get into March, and it's just chopping away at all these weeks and these months until that October date. Party at my place. And if you don't like it, no, I can't do that. We're friendly here. We're friendly here. I can just do this. We'll see you next time. I got 2 tickets to paradise, baby. You guys are still watching? Oops.